Oh, well, today I'm just doing a Power of God review for the recent chapter. Where am I on? The latest one, episode 107. I have not bought any of the Webtoons app whatsoever. And so, why is this an important chapter? Well, it's kind of a larger allegory about the cost of, quote, improving yourself or leveling up in life. It's not worth it, right? You're living in an entropy universe. I've talked about this quite a lot in my Facebook page or my notification B2 Twitter account. Right? So every time you try leveling up or improving yourself, you cause a lot of chaos in the space-time continuum. Right? And so there's a law in physics called nothing must, for everything, nothing must be created nor destroyed. Let me go search that up. I think it's like the law of physics or something. It's like for an equal amount of order, there must be an equal amount of chaos. Yeah, and so you see this guy, right? His name is Calivan. He keeps reviving himself, right? There's a cost to like getting stronger. You get mentally tortured, right? Anytime you improve yourself, you get electrocuted. It's like in a mental electrocution because the universe does not like order, right? Anytime you complete an assignment, that's like creating order out of a chaotic universe. That's why people tend to procrastinate. So like everything you use has a cost. Right, so this guy, right, he's absorbing electricity right now. Calivan's absorbing electricity now, and it's insanely painful. That's why rich people tend to retire. Because it is so painful right now. Right? It is so painful to make business risk. When you make a business risk, the moment you do it or even contemplate it, it feels like you're cutting your hand. Right? This is just I've talked about this before. Yeah, and it just causes explosions. I'm serious. This is why you want to go to school. You don't want to do the non-educational route. Because the cost of doing that is you have to do legitimate work, right? Right? You got to go play the crystal ball game all the Silicon Valley tech companies are playing. Right? When you go to school, you don't have to do that. Right? Why am I talking about this? Because I don't have any other value I'm providing for my employer right now. I am not doing this because like I want to, because there aren't any other paths, right? I have a family that doesn't offer me anything like a future. I love to integrate with society if I can. Yeah. This is kind of the problem I have with it. Yeah. And when you make a business risk, it does feel like your body is burning up, right? It really does feel like that. Yeah, it's like getting a disease. It really does. Not a psychological disease. Anytime you try to do any CEO job, anything the CEO wants you to do, you psychologically feel like that. The nice jobs are whatever the schools offer, assuming you get a job guarantee. That's kind of the whole point of going to school. So you can avoid playing those games, right? No, a lot of older people used to talk about this back in the day. So back in the days of World War I, World War II, they used to joke about it when they smoked weed. But the problem with them is they're never plain about it. Yeah, you have to play these kind of games to actually get those 7 or 6 to 7 figure jobs, right? Joshua Fluke plays these games a lot. I don't see anyone in the comment section calling people out on this, but he plays these games all the time. You see what he does? So when he's trying to apply for programmer, let me know if this doesn't make sense. I don't really care about it today. It's just I'm here to get attention. So, what did Fluke do? So, he went to like someone like Boeing, right? And he mailed Domino's pizza to him, right? And he attached a resume inside the pizza box. The whole point of the pizza is the catch, right? That's the line hook. The job recruiter or whoever grabs it is supposed to say, hey, I got this pizza. It was an order, the CEO ordered pizza. He's supposed to lie. The hook is the CEO gets the free pizza, eats it, and then reads the resume, right? The joke is no one reads resumes, right? This is kind of what happens. The whole goal of following social rules is you get something in return. if you don't get anything in return, like a job or anything, then don't you want to change the system all of a sudden? That's the whole point of it even starting, right? The moment you stop giving people what you supposedly promise is the moment like everything's over. I much rather people get offend me if I start anything. Right? It's just kind of we just all forgot about it, right? So how would you fix what we got right now in 2016? Well, it would have been nice to do some have some beer buddies, like make some bet and make a couple businesses, right? You just needed like 10 businesses. We haven't seen any legitimate businesses start up for the last couple of decades. Seriously, no. You saw that statistic, right? It's like, what was it, 60% of businesses? I argue there really hasn't been any new ones, period. Any legitimate ones. I've seen a lot of the new businesses I've seen have been like mergers of old businesses that want to restructure. I don't count that as a new business. And those ones are already, they're from Fortune 500, right? Those ones are legitimately struggling. It's very, very hard to start anything. That's why no one wants to start a business. That's why everyone's in fleeing school. It's very hard. Ever tried getting customers to buy stuff? It's like asking for the impossible. And seriously, you try. Try making sales. Try doing anything these days. Right? I was dumb when I was in school, right? I was stupid. I didn't take school seriously, right? I should have forgotten about keeping a normal life. I should have tried to make sure I made the actual science thing work out well. Because if you make one wrong move, right, in a universe ran by chaos, everything explodes around you. That's why you get anxiety, right? In an orderly universe, anxiety shouldn't even exist, right? You should be making decisions point blank, right? While rationally analyzing all the cost benefit. Anxiety and these things like fear, they shouldn't be like in your sensory system anywhere. That is the problem. They should be looking at data, right? And then you should come to a decision. Yeah. And that's what ruins things for a lot of people. Right? Think about the times anxiety just sabotaged everything for you, right? Think of the times fear sabotaged. It's the same for like. So, one of the great examples I like to use for. A great example I like to use is Obama, right? So he ran 2012. He had all these problems about manufacturing workers, right? He didn't bet all of his political capital on giving manufacturing workers jobs, right? So what happened? 2016 comes by and Donald rises. Obama's anxiety and fear of not fighting Nancy to the bitter death is what prevented him from getting those manufacturing jobs. Yeah, no, I'm serious. He didn't want to negotiate with the Republicans. He's terrified of the Republicans. How else do you explain it? What other simpler explanation do you want to look for? Right? He talks a big game, doesn't he? 08, 012? We all remember, right? He wanted a smaller NSA. Nothing happened when Obama came, right? Nothing happened. He is so terrified when he goes to office. He doesn't want to talk about what's getting in his way. I'm just telling you. Anxiety gets in the way of a lot of people's decision making. I think that's the easiest explanation. I ever worked in an office job? You know, you need to tell certain higher paid people that they saw the truth that some things don't make money, but you still have to do it. I'm just sounding from a soapbox. People can remember from me. Alright, so if anyone asks why I took this spot, because I finally found a charger in the mall. One of the hardest places to do. So I've studied the layout of the Ever Mall, the supply chain layout of both the Ever Mall, right? And I've noticed that the mall has shorted everything. Like they sacrificed so to compare the supply chain layout of the Mukilteo Library, right? There's chargers everywhere, right? On the mall, they've shorted the cost for chargers. I think they've only reduced it. It appears to be like a couple of charging pads. I noticed it in the far back because near the fireplace, because that's how the interior designer for whoever, Windmere, I don't know who designs these things. Because real estate's shifty, right? It's hella shifty. You don't know who runs or who builds anything these days. I don't know who builds what. Does anyone know what a building is? Does anyone know what paper is? I don't know. When a salesperson talks about paper, is he talking about magic? What is he talking about, right? You don't really know, right? He just goes on a long diatribe, and that's all you know. It's like, well, I need to buy this, period. Right? When the Seattle mayor comes by, are you there auditing him, right? No, you're not. Right? You're not auditing anyone. Just like, I trust you with my taxpayer money to pay for this mall, right? Did I ask for this mall? Did I ask for social? I don't know what I asked for. Right? No one wants to study paperwork anymore. Oh no, the information's all free for you to request from your representatives, right? Oh no, you can legally by law. Ask. Ask. You want to know how to get full details of the bill? This is pretty easy. Right? Here's how you do it. You call your local representative and you ask them a billion questions. You just play the LinkedIn game. And then they're forced to give you the full paper. Here's the full paperwork, right? Here's tofu, right? Go, stop bothering me. You look over the bill now. Makes your psychological pain go away, right? Of being annoyed, right? That's what you're here. Your local representative here, please call, right? Here's Mitch McConnell, right? That's what you do. Doesn't matter who it is. AOC, doesn't matter. Nancy Pelosi. You just keep poking people. They just keep poking them. Say, hey, so about this window pane, right? Outerwood Mall, did this come from our NAFTA deal for China? Just start asking ridiculous questions. You really want transparency? You start there. Give your local representative a call, right? Right? And what does it feel like when you give it? It feels like you're fighting them with fireball magic, right? That's what it feels like right now, right? You're causing explosions. People did this back then, by the way. Now you will know, okay, that politician has to be paid more than 6 figures. There is no one I know worth 6 figures who's giving billions of phone calls, right? From all over the world. That's what happened back then. 6 figures, that's it. I look at scandals, I'm like, well, that's underpaid, dude. You're not paying them what they're worth. If they did their job, of course. You guys, the both sides have legitimate grievances. Right, one side's not honest, right? The other side just doesn't hear the story and would rather play Angry Birds on iPad, right? It's true. They'd rather not, but if you want a democracy that works, you gotta make those phone calls, right? You gotta go. It's like, well, you gotta take that risk, right? You don't know. It doesn't matter if I'm qualified. I have a right to ask these questions. Now, I have a First Amendment right. I have the right to a lawyer, right? I have a right to veto you out of office. I have a right to sabotage your computer database records, right? Make sure your 4th term is up, right? Even though you're only in office for day 1, I have the right to play tricks on you, right? Because I'm paying you, Nancy Pelosi. People don't do that anymore. People just waste time in politics, right? Right? Mark Dice might as well be Mark Cuban at this point. Right? What's the point of talking to Stykes, right? What is the point of talking to Tucker Carlson, right? What's the point of talking to it? No, there's no point. What's about Jimmy Dore, DIT? There's no point in talking to any of them. Go think of a billion questions to ask your local politician and start poking the hell out of them. If you need help, go ask Jimmy Dore. Pay him. Jimmy Dore, help me invent some questions to ask. I don't know. Ask me some intuitive questions to get some transparency. You don't have to do anything. You're already paying taxpayer money, right? None of you guys are doing anything right now. Nothing. You just make Coney 2012 memes, right? You just make memes. That's all you guys do. This is why I don't like giving my opinion on politics. Because it's sad. You don't have to donate to charities. You know how psychologically terrifying it is to poke your politician with spam calls? You know how long that takes? 5 minutes. Worst case scenario. Hey, right? Right? Same thing for CEOs. Hey, let me complain to customer service. How come you're not training a business CEO to take over so I can get a job later on? Oh no, where are my jobs? Right? Americans are good at complaining. Back then, people targeted their complaints to achieve a purpose. I forgot about that. We had goals in life, didn't we? I'm sorry for sounding sarcastic. You know, I don't care, but like, someone has to say something now. I'm not going anywhere in life. I look like I am. Oh, this is so sad, right? It doesn't matter if you like them or hate them, right? If they complain for you the right way, don't you respect them? I don't vote. There's a reason why I don't vote. I see like, okay, you could just poke these politicians. Just have one election, the next 20 years, you just complain to them. Send spam their way. Everyone loves playing the spam game. You hate spam? Now, if they can do it, you can too. My money needs to go to better places. Now, the politician might be like, I'm going to punch you. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to punch you too. You need to do your job. Now, obviously, you're going to pay them more than 6 after that. It'd be a low 7, of course, right? It's negotiation time. That's just what you do. Huh, maybe we don't need as much Senate or House representatives. You want to know how gangs start? Maybe I want to put some politicians on food stamps. Let's find out. Let's rotate around, right? Casino companies do this all the time. Oh, I'm too loud. My bad. All right, you just gotta. Yeah, you gotta really find out. I'm just in the mall to do stunts. Yeah, I have no idea what to do next. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop talking. Society needs to learn a lesson. You keep criticizing me like that, my voice, you're too loud. You pay me and I'll shut the fuck up. It's a mandatory call out. Oh, time out then, society. Okay, so my voice is lower. Whoever shouted at me, please criticize my hair next, because you're immature. Yep, I make the rules now, society. You get out of here. Unless you pay me, you get out of here. Yeah. Right. Society used to have a role for troublemakers. They pay them off. They send them to the military. Guess what? I got rejected from the military. Oh! We'll see what life goes. I already finished my review. We're done here.